What's up, everyone? Baby, the sports guy is here. That's me. And what we just witnessed on TNT as the LSU women's basketball team made their debut tonight, the defending national champions. And man, it was not a good showing at all. I can pretty much say LSU tonight was humbled. They were humbled, and it may be a good thing that that happened. To be honest with you, um, first off, let me talk about the game. And right now, offensively, there is there is no identity offensively, no identity at all for LSU women's basketball. Last year, you had identity. You had Angel Reese, who could score inside the paint, get offensive rebounds, and put them back in. And you also had Alexis Morris. That was your identity. Right now, there's no identity. Who is your go-to scorer? Tonight, it looked like a cluster, you know what. That's how bad it looked. Like, who is your scorer? Who are you going to? Angel looked lost. You bring in Haley Van Lith. She looks lost. Don't know what to do. Anissa Morrow looked lost. The only one who looked like they knew how to play the game of basketball tonight was a true freshman, Michaela Williams. The only one. Period. There's a lot of holes that you saw offensively that they need to get fixed. I think Kim Mulkey's going to do that, but their egos got put in check. Now let's go defensively, because that might have been worse. That might have been worse than what we saw offensively. Number one, there was no type of communication at all on defense. You saw Colorado players getting to the point at not the point, excuse me, the paint at ease, getting to it easily. No one's talking at all. Defensively, if you need help, you got to yell help, help. Switch to the pick right, pick left. There was none of that. Open threes, left and right. Frida Foreman went off. Von Lent went off. Nothing that defensively. They were so bad in man-to-man coverage. Kim Mulkey didn't even go to a zone. Now, it makes no sense to go to a zone because they're hitting threes on you. But if you can't protect the paint, you got to do something. Back to the offense, did y'all see Colorado went to a 2-3 zone and LSU couldn't even get past the first two defenders? The first two. Turnovers left and right. Now, LSU became the first number one ranked team to lose their opener since 1995. We're talking 28 years since the number one team lost the opener. I didn't see this happening today, but let's talk about what's happened since the national championship. Let's talk about that right now. Let's talk about it. Win the national championship, Angel Reese got to fulfill NIL obligations. She got to fulfill them. She did go play for Team USA, but she's doing NIL stuff. Flora J out there doing her NIL stuff. She's rapping. We bring in Haley Van Lith and Anissa Morrow. But then you see them everywhere, partying like this, doing that. Big time superstars. Well, sometimes you got to put that to the side. What's the number one thing that you want to do? Play basketball at LSU and win a national championship. It's not about right now in college living the high life, so to speak. Your goal is to win championships. Now, I understand you got to fulfill your obligations for NIL. I get it. You're getting paid. I get it. But right now, all these personalities, Kim Mulkey has to put that in check, and she got to get them to jail. She got to get them to jail. It's just the first game, so let's not even trip. Was it a horrible performance? It surely was. But I think LSU went there all big-headed We got this. We're going to win this easily. And got embarrassed on national TV tonight. Got embarrassed. I think, number one, you got to get the freshman Michaela Williams involved more. She is your best jump shooter. Your best jump shooter, period. Remember, last year, LSU really didn't have any jump shooters. Just so happened the national championship game, they would hit jumpers. So get Michaela Williams involved more. That's number one. You have to find a role for Haley Van Lith. Is she your point guard or is she your two guard? Which one is going to be? She can't bring the ball up sometimes and then not bring the ball up. She has to have a steady role with the team. One of the two. That has to be figured out in a heartbeat. Number three, Angel Reese got to step up more as a leader. She's a great leader, but today, after what happened, she got to get that team together. That's her team. Get them together and get these problems fixed. I still will say this: LSU and Connecticut, to me, will play in the national championship. I still am going to stick with that. I think this team will gel. They will find their niche, and they're going to be okay. But today was just a bad game overall. Like I said, no communication on defense, no help defense, none of that offensively. Looked like we didn't know what plays to run. It was bad overall. But I think LSU bounces back eventually. Kim Mulkey will fix this problem. This team is too talented not to be winning. So it's just the first game. Don't trip on them. Don't count them out. Yeah, we can criticize what we saw tonight. That's fine because it wasn't good. But give this team some time. It's a new team. Give this team some time. I think this team will be fine. I really think so. JB the Sports Guy, I'm signing out.